Hello, I am Rafe Pocketwatch and you are about to watch Pocket Gaming. I named my gaming channel after a terrible pun. I regret nothing!
Archer Guardians,
Is
yes.
this me, or do these attacks seem more organized these days? Works for me. I like it when all the enemies bunch up for mass slaughtering.
Okay, so just before I select my traps, just going to point out, obviously here there are two doors. And of course, like, this looks like a great place to stop this first wave of orcs. But it'll be completely useless once this second door opens. So really, this is where you want to stop them, because this will apply to all of the orcs. The only point with that is that if you can stop the orcs coming from this gate quicker, then obviously you get a lower time, you're more likely to beat the par time, and also, of course, you'll get a higher score that way. But yeah, this is the sort of stuff you have to sort of think about. Okay, so definitely going to have archers, but I don't want them to be the very first thing. So okay, let's roll my dice. 6, 4, 11, and stop rolling doubles. 5. So that's 4, 5, 6, and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, and the archers. Okay. Let me just rearrange those. There we go. Okay. Well, the wind belt can be useful, as I've said, just for getting them back to the other side of the traps again. Boom barrels can come in handy. Archers obviously can be useful. So let's start by just putting archers up here. Will do.
Here they come!
Oh. Kobolds.
Is there anything worse than dog-sized vermin with a 2-week breeding cycle?
Kobolds are really annoying. They don't actually attack you, but they run really fast, and I think there's basically like some random chance that traps will just miss them. So you really have to take care of them very carefully, or they will just run straight into the rift, and you will lose points.
Some new decorations.
Wires. Oh, that's.
Nice!
Why do I keep missing? Yeah, the zoom actually doesn't really help me that much. I find that I hit more headshots without it. And so yeah, you see I'm using the wind belt to just knock them back so that I have more chances to shoot them, and so that the arrow wall has more of a chance to reset and shoot more of them as they have to walk past it. a second time. Mostly it's just to give me more of an opportunity though, because obviously I'm sort of not quite out of defenses because there's this paladin who's there by default, but you can only do so much. Let's... oh, and... right, okay, yeah, I think I've got these guys. And yes, now I get it. Break. Now really, at this point, I could just line up more Floor Scorchers. Or archers. I can put archers in here. I suppose I should do something to deter orcs from going up there and killing them. But it seems like a decent enough idea. And now obviously I want to focus on this gate because it's closer. But of course it is directly in the line of fire of the archers. Which... ah! Kobolds, kobolds, kobolds. Die, 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 die. Yeah... maybe putting those archers where they could easily just get murdered by orcs running straight up to them was a dubious idea. But you know, it just seemed like a neat idea. On the other hand, I can put archers here. This will probably work out better because, like, if the orcs get this far, then they're in range of the paladin, and that means they've already gotten past me, which is not going to happen that much. So you know, that's a sort of thing you can consider, because it's only a point with the archers, like, it's obvious to put them on, like, high ground like that, but you don't always have time to run up there to place them, and it can be a bit difficult to place them up on the high ground when you're on the low ground. But the thing is, you may as well just put them basically behind everything else, because the whole principle behind how you generally want to set up your defenses is that there should be a point that the orcs are just not going to get past, usually. So you put the archers behind that point. Let's have more burning. You may notice I'm not using my boom barrels. That's because I don't like them, because they only work once. Whereas these other things, like, they have cooldowns, and of course they cost more, but they keep working again and again. Although that said, I suppose like at this point I may use some boom barrels, simply because it's the last wave. I'm not gonna get much of a chance to... No. I'm not gonna get much of a chance to set more traps, so I might as well just lay down the boom barrels And lagging dance. Did I 5-skull that? I 5-skulled that. Excellent. Despite doing some probably rather stupid things. Let's see if I'm on the leaderboards. I'm probably... How am I that high on the leaderboards? That's ridiculous. Seriously? I would swear that was like a really bad go at that level, but apparently I did quite well. Okay. Let's continue.